the governor. 10 did not vote. We wouldn't know how they would have voted if they voted. So all members present and voting voted against the governor. Is it your testimony in this house that all the 59 members of the County Assembly of Meru who voted to impeach the governor were coerced or induced to take the vote that they did? The second last is, you make very serious allegations in your affidavit on paragraph 7 that the DG tried to induce you. What is the evidence? And you make reference to several other members. Who are these members? Because people have names. You are called by the DG with several others. Who are these people that you are called with? And what is the evidence that he tried to induce you? Because this is a serious matter you're dealing with. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, honorable senators, I am a member of Party of National Unity, PNU. Now, when we say that 10 could not access the presence of the assembly, I mean, were they to be there, I believe they would have voted otherwise. The 59 of them who were present in the assembly that day and voted yes, I cannot say that all of them were coerced. I am drawing my conclusion from the talk that we had before the voting day. And I know the talk that majority of them had. Given a free will, they would not have impeached the governor. Finally, in your questions, when I see the deputy governor made calls, you are telling me to name specific people or members of county assembly to whom he called, but I can assert that he called all of them in an effort to get a support from them with a promise to increase ward fund from 15 million to 30 million.
Senator Samson Cherargei.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So mine is to our good friend Mheshimiwa. Just two quick clarification. You have told this house that you are not able to access the county assembly. Did you report to any police station, or do you have evidence to that effect, including the phone calls? If you can table. Finally, I can see your signature is number 59, and in standing order 65.5, the Meru County Assembly standing orders is specific on what you are signing. So, and you have alluded that a number of people were given inducement to, through you, Mr. Speaker, to support this impeachment motion. Is there a possibility that you have also been given inducement to testify against County Assembly? I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable senators. First, I have seen that I have OB belonging to one Honorable John Mugunatranera, MCA from Mutembei, who was assaulted on his way to the County Assembly of Meru, and if allowed, I can give it to this Senate, though it doesn't form part of my affidavit. Number two, when I talk about inducements to sign, Mr. Speaker, I know exactly what I mean, and everybody who signs was induced to do so, either through promises that one fund will be increased or through some other promises, sweet promises, in order for the members to sign.
Senator Sifuna. And honorable senators, we only had 5 minutes for clarification. I think the Senator Sifuna will probably be the last question we take.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to Counsel for the Assembly, my good classmate. Mr. Speaker, I have had to look up the meaning of coercion. The Merriam-Webster dictionary just speaks of the use of express or implied threats of violence or reprisal or other intimidating behavior that puts a person in immediate fear of the consequences in order to compel that person to act against his or her will. The question to the Council of the Assembly: is it the case of the Assembly that coercion only means physical coercion, that somebody has to hold your hand to sign? Is that the case that is being presented by the Assembly?
Mr. Speaker, under the law, coercion is not limited to physical intimidation and physical threats. It is as broad as the Honorable Senator suggests. Our case as the Assembly is that there is no shred of evidence of coercion. And anyone who makes such a claim must tell you, the least they can do is to tell you who coerced them, what was the specific threat, and how and why that threat induced them, as a matter of fact, from behaving in a manner that is inconsistent with how they would have behaved. And as we speak on the record, we don't know who, we don't know when, there is no evidence, it's just an allegation, and alleging is the easier thing to do. I can allege anything, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Cheptumo, you seem to have a burning issue, and please be very quick.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my clarification to the witness is on paragraph 3 of his affidavit. And it speaks about that at a motive from the leadership of the House that members of Parliament from MERU County and a few leaders have picked a war with the governor. And when we go to paragraph 8 again, it says we also received calls from other leaders within MERU. Is it your evidence, Mr. Nicholas, that the whole impeachment process is really initiated by forces outside the county assembly? Is that your position as per paragraph 3 and paragraph 8 of the affidavit? You need to clarify that for the House.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Senators. Exactly that has been my assertion. And if you look at yesterday's submission, we had a member of Parliament who was standing as a witness. There can be no other proof that members of Parliament were involved if we don't consider that one of them was here as a witness. Number two, there was a video of Honorable Mporo Abori, the MP for Tigania East, in meetings all over the county, inciting residents against the governor. Why is it that we can accept that they were in public meetings and not calling the members of county assembly or inducing them or influencing them?
Thank you. Governor's Council, do you have another witness?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I indeed do have another witness. His name is Aruyaro Adrian.
Sergeant at Arms, can you please show the witness in?
As the witness is being ushered in, Honorable Speaker, he has sworn an affidavit that appears in our small booklet. His affidavit appears at page 96.